Hey everyone, Sam is from the Beta Network here, and in this video I'm going to help you answer the question, should you play Far Cry 6? Far Cry 6 is a bit of an interesting entry in the long-running franchise. Whilst it doesn't introduce any radical changes to the mix, the overall refinements to the formula are palpable. You'll still be blowing up enemy strongholds for control, modding your equipment to get just the right loadout, and taking on a variety of missions which are always relatively fun and engaging. I especially loved using the Supremo abilities during combat. These limit break type of attacks are great for crowd control and really play into that over-the-top feeling that the Far Cry series has established. For example, shooting a round of ballistic missiles straight out of your backpack. Nice. Or emitting a strange gas into the air that confuses everyone in its path. Even better. The game is just so chock full of ridiculous and silly moments like this that are always fun to witness. Your pet, or amigos as they're called in this game, also serve as companions for distracting or taking down enemy targets as well, and even offer up stat buffs like reduced damage or extra bonuses obtained from defeated foes. Never thought I'd have a crocodile ally helping me take down armoured soldiers, but I suppose anything's possible in the Far Cry universe, eh? Well, maybe some more sensible AI would be nice actually, as they do act a little silly sometimes. I also wasn't the biggest fan of the vehicular controls either. More often than not, my horse would just randomly stop on the spot or get stuck on the least threatening pieces of foliage known to mankind, for no apparent reason. I even got trapped underwater at some point and wasn't able to return to the surface after several repeated attempts. This has to be one of the strangest glitches I've seen this year. If there's one thing that's really great about this game though, it'd have to be Far Cry 6's level of accessibility and customization. Looking through the system settings on PC, you'll find heaps of HUD display options, gameplay adjustments and quality of life aspects that are great for tailoring the experience to each player's needs. Being able to assign exactly which HUD elements are displayed on screen, or even whether enemies and treasures are outlined, may seem small in the grand scheme of things, but you'll be surprised how many games don't offer this level of customization overall. An FPS benchmark feature also lets you test out how well your computer's specs will perform throughout the game. I'll leave my computer details in the description, but it was super handy to know how the various graphics sliders affect the average in-game performance. Moving over to the story, Far Cry 6 goes for a more serious tone this time around, with the classic tale of revolution in the air. It's not a bad plot at the end of the day, with some intriguing character arcs and themes that are definitely worth sticking around for. But at the same time, that campy feel of the Far Cry franchise does undermine its execution on occasion. It is worth mentioning that the playable character, called Danny, actually feels like a real human being in Far Cry 6, rather than simply acting as a vessel to witness the plot, which does go a long way in investing the audience in the story. The characters of Far Cry 6 are also just as wacky and needlessly violent as you'd expect. I swear these guys just love killing people for no particular reason. Although their silly behaviour does have its charms, the general wackiness can be a little bit much sometimes. So, should you play Far Cry 6? Well, that's an easy yes. There's heaps of fun to be had here, with all sorts of awesome abilities and gun modifications that can be experimented with to your heart's content. The story and characters are worth sticking around for as well, especially in regards to the cast's great voice acting and zany antics. Couple that with a seriously intense villain, even for Far Cry standards, and you're in for a catalogue of awesome scenes. While Far Cry 6 doesn't reinvent the wheel, it certainly knows how to present an open world adventure with a whole lot of punch. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Do you agree with our review? What is your opinion on Far Cry 6? If you haven't already, head over to our website thebetanetwork.net for more gaming news and reviews.